What it do, Chosen Squad? It's your girl, Sierra, the Chosen One, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to my channel where we make non-believers of the Most High, believers of the Most High. Listen, Aaliyah is trying to get me to deliver her message. Um, I went on lunch, and when I went to YouTube to watch TV, I'm scrolling and somehow it clicked on the video. Like I'm scrolling trying to find something to watch while I eat. And it clicked on the video. So I was like, okay, I looked at it and see what it was. It was talking about Aaliyah. It was like more than a woman or whatnot. So we're gonna talk about Aaliyah. We're gonna see what she wanna talk about. Because she's telling me love without a limit. Somebody should have loved her without a limit. These people didn't love her without a limit. These people loved her for what she could do for them, and they could have, yeah, they loved her for what she could have did for them, and not for who she are. It's just like what she brought to their table. That's why they loved her. They didn't love her without a limit. It was a limit. And the sad thing is, I'm sitting here. I was watching all these videos. Well, you know, the videos that I got a chance to watch because I got to get back to work. So I'm watching these videos or whatnot. It says when she did her first movie, Romeo Must Die, they gave her a budget of $21 million. You break that down, that's a three. The last movie, Queen of the Dams or whatnot, they gave her a 35 million budget, right? You break that down, that's an eight. Eight plus three equals 11. 11 is a master number. They felt like she mastered what she came in this world to master, and they got it from there. What I mean about they got it from there is they gonna collect. She made her enough money, not just made her enough money, but made them enough money for them to take her out, sacrifice her for her royalties, her legacy. Okay, and she's saying they should have reconsidered. They should have reconsidered taking her out. Okay, communicate clearly. They could have communicate clearly with her. Instead, they let her go. Forgiveness. So she want these people to communicate clearly about what happened, because somebody here should have reconsidered letting her go. You look at this let go card. It's like they let her go to the Most High. Okay, and they didn't communicate clearly about this. Okay, because I'm watching an interview with her uncle. Her uncle was talking or whatnot. I'm still not understanding what he said. So tonight I'm gonna look a little more into it and get back to it tomorrow or whatnot. But yeah. She said if they want forgiveness, they need to communicate clearly. We got Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Regal, um, Seraphim and Seraphisa. It's something about kids. Somebody ain't communicating something clearly here. Be fair in all situations. Resolve your conflict by communicating clearly. At the end of the day, reconsider shimmering with diamond light. Express your creativity. She would have reconsidered and expressed her creativity in another way. Okay? Somebody let go. Relax and open up to your source. Keep your heart open. Forgiveness. Look to the stars. Accept key code of stellar wisdom. I feel like they left Aaliyah in the dark. Something, they made her let go of a romance. They didn't communicate with her about this. They did something. They made her let go of a romance and made her reconsider in the near future about communicating with this romance. They made her let go. She had a baby. She had a baby. Communicate clearly. I believe Aaliyah had got pregnant. Let me. Hold on. I believe she had got pregnant, which they did say she got pregnant from R. Kelly, right? And she asked somebody for their forgiveness. And she didn't stop asking these people for their forgiveness after they made her let go of the romance with this person. They never forgave her. And they wanted her to reconsider in the near future expressing her creativity. So she telling them to be fair in all situations to resolve this conflict because no, they did not communicate with her about letting the romance go. They told her that they forgive her and don't stop. So that baby was a gift, unless this her. But we're gonna find out because she keep coming to me, and obviously she trusts that I can get this message out to get her justice, so she can rest in peace. Because it's like they don't think, and that's what I say to everybody. They think they're gonna come in this world and sacrifice somebody like they don't have passed over loved ones already. That's watching them plot and plan a strategy to take somebody out that they love. Can we get some overall messages? Aaliyah. Forgiveness. Communicate clearly. If they want her to forgive them, they need to communicate clearly. There's no need to worry. They just need to tell the truth about the opportunity they chose to take. Okay? Thinking that their situation will improve. Okay? They waited for this opportunity. They waited for this opportunity to sacrifice her. That's why they didn't want her to have that baby because her mama ain't want no baby. Her mama wanted money. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, communicate clearly. Forgiveness. Don't stop. It was something better for them people to do instead of sacrificing her because she got pregnant. That's it. Co-promise. They could have co-promised with her. They chose the new direction. They felt like it was the perfect time to sacrifice her. And think about it. When they said that she was in Miami making her music video for Rock the Boat, they took a flight 45 minutes to Bahamas. They didn't communicate with her about it. She was listening to her intuition. She said she had a gut feeling that she needed to choose a new direction. But before she can choose a new direction, they had already came up with the perfect timing. And that's why they flew her to the Bahamas because they had already plotted and planned it, how they was going to take her out. Okay, we're going to leave this here. Archangels. Can we get some messages? Archangel Michael at the bottom of the deck. Goodness. Archangel Uriel. Come into harmony and balance. Use your power for peace. And that's what she was doing. After everything happened with her and Kels or whatnot, she was asking for forgiveness. They wouldn't forgive her. Or maybe, you know what? I gotta hurry up and get to the what you call it. Because they did not cooperate with her for the highest good. They did not communicate to her at all. Listen to your intuition, create a solid spiritual foundation, be in service to the planet. They didn't want her to be in service to the planet because they already knew she was a master. They already knew she was chosen by the Most High. And she will eventually listen to her intuition. And these people did not want to co promise this situation. They were looking for the perfect time. Open your heart with compassion and fold others in love. And it's a baby on this picture. It could be her own mom that wouldn't forgive her and then fold her in love, but she unfolded others in love. Archangel Michael at the bottom of the deck say, communicate clearly, stand in your power, be true to yourself. It's something about her mama. Welcome new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. Create a solid foundation so you can listen to your intuition. Yeah. Guardian angel at the bottom of the deck. Tune into your divine potential. Bring the world into harmony. Horn your physical abilities. See through the illusions. So people trying to cause illusions around this situation. But like I said, guardian angel at the bottom of the deck. Aaliyah had guardian angels. Somebody thought that she was gonna marry them, or you know, with the situation with Art Kelly. At the end of the day, her family acting like, oh, they didn't know her and Art Kelly was seeing each other. But the uncle already said he don't know what the mama had going on, and he really don't want to speak on it until she speak up on it. But they trying to act like they didn't know about this marriage. They most definitely didn't want to forgive her because of that baby situation. Maybe because she had an abortion. Maybe they didn't want her to have an abortion. She just needed to communicate with them so they can cooperate for the highest good and help her stand in her power and be true to herself. Let me see what this is, because um, don't want to. Can we get some overall messages, please? Can we get some overall messages? What's going on, Aaliyah? What are you trying to tell me? I should have got some what you call it first. A gift. I feel like when she got this abortion, her mom was pissed because she hid it and she just went and got the abortion without communicating about it. Yeah. And because Art Kelly was involved in it, they walked away. They told her to walk away, come into harmony and balance, use your powers for peace. Did Art Kelly tell her to get the abortion? Marriage. Look, I can't make it up. Did Art Kelly tell her to get this abortion? Because somebody wanted her to communicate with them, but instead she went and got married to get rid of this baby. And they made her leave him alone because that baby was a gift. That's how her family is seeing it, like that baby is a gift. Why would you go? Mm, why would you go gift this person a marriage instead of coming to us and communicating with us that you were pregnant? Where my cards at? Let me see. Okay, tell me about this Archangel Mary forgiveness marriage. Tell me about this, please. I feel like Art Kelly was childish and he was putting her in her head. And she reached her breaking point when he asked her to marry her when she got pregnant. Forgive him. However, I feel like her family is mad because she didn't communicate with them about the baby or whatnot. Instead, they went and married and got some type of, well, and had an abortion. R. Kelly was, who is this lover in reverse? Coming to harmony. Mm-mm. She didn't forgive. Somebody didn't forgive. They walked away from this lover. Thank you. Yeah. Ace of Swords in reverse. They walked away from this person who confused them. So R. Kelly told her to go get an abortion because maybe he felt like it wasn't a good idea or a good time for her to have a baby because he, a childish person. He blocked her communication. She was all in her head about it. I remember seeing the Page of Wands and the Nine of Swords. She was in her head about it. I don't feel like her family forgave her because instead of coming to them, she went to him and he told her what they were going to do. And she went with what he said, but he clouded her judgment. Or she said, communicate clearly. Maybe her family could have told him. It could have been a setup. Because we got gift, marriage, community, sudden wealth. So R. Kelly married her to gift her family, her sudden wealth. What the fuck? We got the Six of Pentacles so they can have her success. I remember he snapped. I gotta watch this stuff and right. I remember he was snapping. He was like, don't lie on my name. So I feel like, cause see, this situation sounds very familiar. And it's like they're trying to blame her because she wasn't ready to have this baby or ready for a baby in her life, period. And like I said, he gift her parents gift her to marry him so they community, so they family can get this certain wealth. They want to use him to trap and confine her and burden her down. But her intuition, she's a high priestess and she's very intuitive and she knew their secrets. So that's why they start rebellion against her, start being rebellious towards her because they was trying to trap her and burden her. Because number 11, she's a master. They didn't want her to have any satisfaction. This is what she's talking about. She said they should have communicated clearly. If they're going to communicate about something, they need to communicate clearly because at the end of the day, they the one didn't want her to be satisfied. At the end of the day, she didn't plan on getting pregnant from R. Kelly. She didn't plan on marrying R. Kelly. They gifted her to marry him for this community, her family, to receive her sudden wealth. That's what happened. They was trying to play it small, got her pregnant, gifted the marriage. The way the communication is going up in the way the communication is turning out in the media, it's not, they're not mentioning. They were trying to burden Aaliyah. That's what they were trying to do. Cloud her judgment so they can have power over her and so they can have a peaceful life. It could be even somebody her mom was married to. It's a married couple that gifted their child to marry this person, R. Kelly, for R. Kelly to help them obtain her sudden wealth. They wanted her to lack support, or they were planning on lacking support in her. They wanted her confined. They wanted her to feel trapped. It was all to burden her, because she a free spirited person and she's intuitive. I feel like she sit back and observe, and she had already peeked out the situation, and they trying to act like they stopped it, or they got mad with R. Kelly. They stopped talking to R. Kelly because of he got her pregnant and secretly got the government officials to say she was 18 so they can have this abortion. Aaliyah said that ain't the way it go. That is not the way it went. These people was trying to burden her because of her intuition and her knowing that they was trying to trap and confine her. I feel like before she got pregnant, they had already gifted her and him to get married. This married couple. And then another thing I'm seeing is that they didn't forgive her. Or somebody here, one of the parents could have been mad about um they could have been disappointed about the marriage, or she disappointed in this married couple. That's how I feel. Either or, because it's kind of tricky for what they got up in the media. She want me to use my intuition. Okay, they didn't want Aaliyah to create a solid spiritual foundation because Aaliyah is spiritual, and that's what it goes back to say. They should have communicated with her, but they wanted her to co-promise with what they wanted her to do because she wanted to choose a new direction. She knew it was a perfect time for her to choose a new direction because they gifted her a marriage in the community for some sudden wealth. So R. Kelly paid them to marry her, and they was trying to play it small, trying to act like they got nigga or some shit when they was behind it the whole time. They wanted to restrict the Leah. How does the imprisonment card get here? They wanted to put her all in her head. They didn't want to co-promise. She wanted to choose a new direction. Her guardian angel told her to choose a new direction than this arranged marriage. She wasn't satisfied. Somebody ain't satisfied in their marriage. And they were trying to play it small and gift her a marriage so they can use her sudden wealth to get some type of satisfaction and make their wishes come true. This married couple. Yeah. toil and labor sideways. They stopped putting in toil and labor in the marriage that they wasn't satisfied with. And they started putting in toil and labor to play it small for her sudden wealth. Her intuition had already told her that these people was going against her. I feel like when they gifted her a marriage with someone, well, with R. Kelly, or somebody wasn't satisfied with who they had a child with, and they were married to this person, they just weren't satisfied, and they need to forgive themselves because it wasn't her fault. Archangel Michael said, stand in your power, be true to yourself, poverty in reverse, change. I know. They put in toil and labor to try to change their poverty. This married couple was not satisfied. They was trying to restrict their child, blocking her judgment, clouding her judgment. She disappointed with this married couple. She could be the child to this married couple. There's something about this lover here in reverse. Tell me more about this lover in reverse. Tell me more about this lover in reverse. Child. So Aaliyah walked away from being R. Kelly lover because she was disappointed. She was disappointed that he teamed up and collaborated with this married couple that wasn't satisfied about her choice of getting out the music industry, doing something else. She could have also lost her child. And when she lost her child, she ain't have no, okay, thank you. Aaliyah says she did not have a miscarriage. She had discovered what these people was doing. And they were putting her all in her head, knowing she innocent in the situation. They wanted to cause her a loss. They wanted to cause her a loss. They misclouded her judgment. I feel like they forced her to walk away from somebody she was really happy with because they gifted her a marriage. She was in love with somebody else. And that changed because it wasn't who these people wanted her to be with. At the end of the day, they wanted her to change her lover and keep it a secret that the family had stole her wealthy man. So her mama in the community, her mama started sleeping with R. Kelly. Made her walk away from R. Kelly. This disappointed her. Miscloud her judgment. Made her walk away from R. Kelly. And then she gifted him a marriage so they can steal her wealthy man in the community. They wanted to steal her house. Main female. They wanted the main female house. They wanted to go on the journey. They wanted this person to help them change what belonged to Aaliyah. That's why they gifted her a marriage, who they wanted her to marry to. They made her walk away from R. Kelly. I don't know who is this person. These devils was trying to bring them balance. They was trying to bring themselves balance in this situation because they wasn't satisfied. She was innocent. They wanted her to lose instead of have power and peace. They wanted it for themselves. They made her very discontent. Whoever this lover is, she walked away from because they clouded her judgment about this person. She was disappointed when she found out that the person they wanted her to walk away from was innocent. They wanted to chain her to the devil, to try to trap and confine her for them to have balance and for him to put her in solitude. They chose a wealthy man in the community to gift Aaliyah to so they can change her inheritance and they can steal it. And this wealthy man will keep it a secret, keep their family secret. Cooperate. Yeah, this man wanted to cooperate with them for the highest good of them. Not for the highest good of all, but for the highest good of them devils. Baby. In the Most High, the angels told her to stand in her power and be true to herself. She ain't got no poverty mindset like these people have. Communicate. The archangels was already communicating with her because she is a high priestess. And let her know these people were stealing from her. They stole her main male. Her mama had to steal her main male, unless he was pleasing the damn married couple. They were playing it small. They was disappointed because she knew they didn't want her to walk away. They misused their power here. They had high expectations that she would help them see their way out of poverty. They was trying to judge her because she wanted to walk away, and she communicated this clearly. And they didn't want to cooperate with her for the higher good of herself, what she wanted. It was what they wanted for her. They wanted her to fear change. And they put in toil and labor to try to stagnate her. Once she went to her parents and told her parents she wanted out of the industry, they tried to get her to doubt herself. Because they didn't want her to walk away. They wanted her to doubt herself. So she would fear changing careers. It could be also fear changing relationships because she wanted to steal her main male. This is a message. She worked with this person. So her mom wanted her main male. She received a message about her occupation and some sudden wealth. Damn. They used her main male to help them steal Aaliyah sudden wealth. This is a message. Whoever they gifted her to marry, they stole her sudden wealth along with stealing her main male. And they planned on in the distant horizon to use her as an occupation and to get this main male to hold her in high honor. She received a message, and it concerned her about this married couple. They stole this main male. They used this main male to steal her sudden wealth. They tried to get this main male to help them. They wanted this main male to hold them in high honor. Okay? They stole her main male to use him as an occupation for some sudden wealth. This main male could have sent them a message, and this couple got concerned, this married couple, because the message wasn't satisfying. It's pertaining to their child. It's a mature man that was concerned because their child knew they stole. They was trying to steal Aaliyah's sudden wealth. And they thought this mature man was going to help them. But this main male sent them a message, and it could have been a message that she walked away. Whoever this married couple is placed this mature man in high honor. This mature man is high honor. This is a lawyer. This their child lawyer. And this Aaliyah lawyer is concerned about this marriage because they received a message that this main male stole. He used his occupation to steal her sudden wealth and give it to this married couple. That was the plan for the marriage. They were planning on stealing. This main male, child, mature man, stole. He can't stop thinking about this married couple. Whoever this main male is the one that sent the message about a occupation, sudden wealth. This message concerned this married couple, who this main male could have held in high honor. He knew a lawyer that was high honor that could help them steal their child sudden wealth. Now they concerned because they ain't get no satisfaction. Whoever this main male is, he mad. He messaged them about stealing their child. That lawyer was misusing their power. The parents, the married couple was misusing their power. Everybody wanted this. They wanted Aaliyah to help them see their way out of their misery. At the end of the day, they was betraying her. They was trying to bully her to improve their money because she is the star. And they wanted to put a completion to her being a star in this world. They ain't want her to have achievements. They wanted her achievements for themselves. not a concern. Because this married couple got some disappointing news. And they been trying to play it small because they lack progress. They placed all these delays and obstacles on her pathway, but they still ain't get that unexpected income they thought they was gonna get for betraying her. So they took their own damn child out, and they ain't get what they was expecting to get. Look, we got a house here. They see, this is why people get mad so much, because these fucking devils. And they didn't like the fact because Aaliyah listened to her intuition. She had she created a spiritual foundation in her house, and she was in service to the planet, not to the devils. Okay, and this mature man, she could have welcomed this mature man. She listened to her intuition about this mature man and having a new beginning with this person. She found out that this mature man was sent in by her family, is what she found out. She received a message and she was listening to her intuition because she got in her house, she built a spiritual foundation, and she was communicating possibly with any one of these archangels out here. She was communicating with the angels, and the angels told her that these people wanted her great fortune. They wanted her house, her own family. Sent this mature man in to put an ending to her great fortune. Yep, she received that message. This was a message of concern to her community, her family, the community of devils. It was a message of concern. Because this mature man that sent her a message was the same one that put an ending to her. This man is most definitely a lawyer. He put an ending to her. She could have messaged him and he was going to help her welcome new beginnings in her life. Okay? Because listen, at the end of the day, right? She found out about what her family was plotting and planning to still take her stuff, stop her great fortune. They placed her in a marriage. They gifted her a marriage so they can obtain her sudden wealth. Well, Aaliyah listened to her intuition and she hired a lawyer and sent them a message that what they have done in this court situation is ending. They will not receive no unexpected income for trying to create conflict, for trying to have um disputes with her to help them approve their money. At the end of the day, is her mama could be a fire sign. She could have fire in her chart. But this Queen of Wands was the one bullying her with disputes because she was looking forward to make her money improve. And Aaliyah was all in her head about this because she didn't want to give them her money. She did not tell them. It's her mama. Look, her mama was bullying her about her money, her inheritance. She wanted it for herself. She a false person. She wanted Aaliyah money. She didn't want them She didn't want her to have no money. She ain't getting no unexpected income out of Aaliyah Sutton wealth. Her mama and her husband, they false. All these false people they work with trying to put Aaliyah in her head because she innocent. And whoever this lover is she walked away from too, he was innocent. It's just that whoever they placed her, whoever they gifted her a marriage with, and she didn't know. That's why she had to divorce R. Kelly. Listen, she had to divorce R. Kelly because they had already had her in a marriage. So they sitting up there talking about R. Kelly went to a government official. No, it was her mom. It was her mom and her dad. I don't know if her mom married to her dad, but it was that married couple that went to a government official thinking they was gonna get some type of satisfaction taking this woman inheritance. And they ain't getting nothing because Aaliyah hired a lawyer herself and he put an end to what they did in this adjudication situation. So when she went over to the Bahamas or when she was in Miami, uh, she could have took the boat. Why they ain't take the boat there? What was the rush if she left a day earlier than she's supposed to be in there? So what was the rush to get her to Bahamas? The rush was they was gonna fly her out, and they had already had a messed up helicopter to bring her back, because that's was gonna how her life was gonna end. Because they wasn't happy about this mature man helping her welcome new beginnings in her life. Because that ain't what her family wanted. This mama, man, her ass in despair because it's exposed for her being false. She ain't getting this money. She ain't getting this money, but she sacrificed her own daughter thinking that she was going to get it. Look how the Most High worked. That Aaliyah was with. I know. Aaliyah, whoever Aaliyah walked away from, that's the person she want to be with. And she was in harmony and balance, and that's not the way they wanted her. And it's sad because every time somebody's stealing from you, they don't want you to have peace and they don't want you to harmony. They go so hard to try to change that in your life and have you discontent, disappointed, and it's a repeating thing. We got the sun in reverse. They want to block her happiness. They didn't want her to be happy, but like I said, she's a high priestess and they knew it and they was trying to bully her own family. They want to trap Aaliyah because they stole her inheritance and she protected it. They could have stole the house from the star. She protected herself. The angels protected her because they alerted her and let her know that these people was trying to trap and confine her and she needed to let them go and they was going to protect her. Because they was going to try to bully her with disputes behind her inheritance. And the angels already communicated this with her. So they thought if they take her out, then they'll just have it. Can I get a message, please, for this Archangel Aurora? Yeah, look. She had the strength, though, and she got her own lawyer. And he helped her let go of Hangman. He helped her let it go so she can have a new beginning. They want to change that message they received. Okay? Because these people, They was in solitude after they received this message that things was gonna change back to, like they changed something. They changed her inheritance and it was gonna be changed back. So they was in solitude thinking about how they could put an ending to her. Okay? And then they could just go in there and charm the judge, because before they made it to court, they would have took her out before the court date. Why ain't nobody talking about this? Why ain't nobody talking about how her family set her up for her inheritance? Because that's what happened here. Aaliyah was happy that she was going to have a new beginning. They could have went to court before then. Because she was not, she knew that she shouldn't have. She left early for a reason, but when they knew she wanted to leave early, that's when they got the helicopter or whatever it is, the little plane with the jet, the whatever it is. They got that and they rigged that up so they can take her out that way, because she had a gut feeling that they was gonna take her out if she stayed another day, and they trying to make it blame it and make it seem like she was trying to get back to Damien Dash. Look, we got Lover here. She was going back, that lover she walked away from, she was going back to that lover, and this mature man was going to help her have a new beginning. But instead, Aaliyah wanted to go get her own person she wanted. They wanted her to let this lover go because she walked away from them, and they gifted her marriage to who they wanted her to be married to. That's the person that was going to help them steal. Okay, this was the main male that was going to help them steal her family. She let it go by the help of this mature man sending a message to end this adjudication situation. At the end of the day, she was on a journey with this new lover, or with this lover that she didn't want to let go. They was trying to trap her. They had her in solitude. They wanted her in solitude so they could put an ending to her and change that message and adjudication situation. But she had the strength and she continued to grow and she continued to harvest. And they thought she was blind because they didn't know she had a spiritual foundation in her house. And at the end of the day, she was a very wise person, emotionally balanced. Yep, she is. And this mature man could be her counselor, her mentor. And somebody was blinded that she had that. No, this was the person they was trying to get her to be stuck in the middle. They wanted this person to be stuck in the middle of her having a new beginning. But she made a wise choice. And she was going to be able to continue growing her legacy. But somebody else was in denial that somebody else wasn't in denial. That's why they set this up. This mature man, somebody was trying to trap her. Somebody was just trying to trap her, point blank and period. And it was her family. It was most definitely her family. but she was very focused. And they know with her being very focused, conclusions will be in reach for her to have this lover. But that's not what they wanted. Somebody, a mature man. Tell me, can you give me some more messages? Because it's not like, ain't nothing repeating itself. It's so many people. And you remember the last read I did, it said it was man and woman involved. She meditated and she contemplated at her spiritual foundation in her house. And she received a message of concern. These people were trying to put her in solitude, or they could have been trying to put her in jail or hell. And that's what this man was for. That's why they wanted her to have a new beginning with this man. It's kind of confusing because it say main male. When I split the deck, that could have been the lover that she walked away from for this mature man who her mom gifted her to, so he can help put her in solitude so they can end her. Solitude again. They want to end her. Damn, I've been on here for an hour. Sorry, well, it is what it is. I'm trying to understand what she's saying to me. She chose to protect her dreams, and they wanted her to fall into temptation. They wanted her to fall into the temptation, but she wished wisely and protected her dreams. They didn't want her outside. They didn't want her to go outside. Because with her being outside, her dreams would have been protected, and so was she. They took this temptation. Why is this forgiveness here? After they took this temptation, they asked if she would forgive them. And she didn't, because she innocent in this situation. And they clouded her judgment and had her walk away from her lover. And when she walked away from this lover, she was sad. She was discontent. She was mourning like somebody passed away. Because this married couple wasn't satisfied with who she chose. They played it small to get her to not be happy. They wanted to keep her in the dark. They communicated to her about something dark. And she wanted to protect her dreams because that wasn't her wishes. And she took action to make sure her and her loved ones were safe. But when she went outside, the people that didn't balance out their spirituality and practicality, emotions started running high because she outside and she walking through her magical gateways. Was they trying to make you feel like you wasn't safe? Because maybe that's why it's like she didn't want to, like, why did they take everybody? Okay, they took everybody. So it's nobody that witnessed nothing. And then the other person, they wanted her to fear, change so she can stay and they could continue putting in this toil and labor to see their way out of poverty by misusing their power. But she knew this and she was protecting her and hers because she was walking through her magical gateways. And these people ain't want her to have no type of balance. But I'm telling you, outside is where you able to balance out your spirituality and practicality. That's why these people emotions be running so high when we go outside, because they know we gonna get on our journey and we gonna have our new beginning. We gonna realize we good enough, and that's when they gonna realize that they not protected with trying to steal sudden wealth. They was testing her commitment, and she was trying to protect her dreams from her own fucking family. And they want to keep it in the dark. That's why she said communicate clearly. Don't keep it in the dark. Communicate what happened. Y'all clouded my judgment, trying to stop me from walking away. Y'all wanted me to fear change. Y'all tried to stagnate this girl by putting fear in her heart. Every time she went outside, they could have been testing her commitment because they didn't want her to have a new start. Yeah, they didn't want her to hold her vision and have a new start. They wanted her to feel like nothing will come of this situation, and that she'll bring love into their situation so they can have faith in their dreams. But they wasted their precious time. When was that video shot? It say wait for winter. When did she shoot that video in the Bahamas? So as she was believing in the universe, they were looking in the magic book to find out how can they expect a powerful change for prosperity to lie ahead for them, because they already knew she was protecting her dreams, and her dreams are protected, and she's very close to achieving them because she walking through her magical gateways, and they will have to adjust, and they will have to be in solitude because she will be manifesting. So they tried to make it seem like to her it was only one way to obtain wealth, and she knew it was a better way because she's a spiritual being. They was trying to block her, stop her, delay her, betray her, because they gifted her a marriage. And she listened to her intuition, and she was having a transformation. And she was going to end this tough cycle that they created in her life because she innocent. She have a pure heart, okay? And she came together with who are so-called, I don't even know what to call these people, the people we supposed to look up to, try to stop us from coming together with the divine, the universe. But she still came together with them, and they helped her in the tough cycle. She got the wisdom that she need. And like us all, we don't seek revenge when we find out people intentions for us. We keep it moving, and it hurts them. It hurts them because they lost by trying to take action. Oh, what do I want to pull? I think that's it because her own fucking mama. It's always that way. She had regrets, man, because she didn't know, like we all didn't know, she innocent. They had her misjudged. They purposely misjudged this person so that she could go over here and this mature man can trap her. She'll be confined to this mature man. This mature man is the one help. Oh my God. Her and this mature man could have became lovers, and they wanted her to release him. I feel like the person she walked away from, the lover, is R. Kelly. And they're trying to say that her and R. Kelly got married when the whole time her parents gifted her a marriage to whoever they chose, and it wasn't R. Kelly. And she knew something wasn't right because she loved R. Kelly. She looked at R. Kelly as a mature man. Let me clarify this hangman. Can you tell me about this hangman? Tell me more about this hangman. Because yeah, that was her happy spot. But it was somebody, which is her mama, that wanted to cause her. She was demanding Aaliyah to leave this person alone because this person wasn't going to allow them to steal from her. This person was going to protect her. This lover was going to protect her. And somebody else was going to try to trap and confine her so they can help her mom, her parents steal from her. They received a message that things changed and she chose to go on a new beginning with somebody else. Yep, she took action with her lover that she walked away from because he innocent. And that was her happy spot. They told her something like he was the devil. They communicated something about this person they told her to walk away from and misclouded her judgment, and she didn't know he was innocent. But they came back together, and they was gonna be very abundant together. Yep, and a personal issue was gonna reach a resolution outside for these people. Let me get. Tell me more about. Yeah, thank you. It's a wealthy man. R. Kelly could be that wealthy man. He is a wealthy man. Okay, and mm, no change. They wouldn't change their mind. They wouldn't forgive her for marrying who she wanted to marry. They wanted her to marry who they wanted her to marry. They didn't change. They didn't forgive her. It's some officials that put into a label for this married couple. I can't make it up. These officials was keeping this person secret. Didn't I say they had like R. Kelly? Till my R. Kelly went to, okay, let me tell you something. And we all know about men in the streets. Okay, like I'm not saying R. Kelly in the streets, but I'm saying R. Kelly more business driven and stuff like that. I feel like Aaliyah don't even forgive their parent because she could have been, like I said, she got pregnant by R. Kelly. They made her have an abortion because they had her in a marriage with somebody else that she didn't want, didn't love, and the family been trying to keep it a secret away from the world. Yeah, now the family in bad health because the world know the secret, and the world know that they was trying to use her as an occupation. Yeah, the world received this message of concern that Aaliyah is a spiritual being, and her family wanted her fortune, and they blocked her happiness, stopped her success because she wanted to have a transformation from out of the dark into the light. So her family lived in the dark. Whoever this mature man is, can we get some more messages, please? Thank you. It's the family. Let me move these cards really quick. Because this married couple put her in a marriage to help them see their way out of poverty. And they thought they had power to do this. They felt like being true to themselves was them being out of poverty. Aaliyah abundance for a personal issue to reach a resolution for them outside. So they're trying to people please in Aaliyah house. This is her fortune. They ain't the privileged person. They been trying to people please. They paid some unexpected income to this lawyer. This lawyer is the one that, listen, whoever this mature man is the one that put an ending to these people getting her fortune, having a new beginning, to shine. R. Kelly ain't have no expectations of why Leah walked away from him. He didn't know. They were very happy together. Whatever he did, he wanted her to forgive or her parents to forgive him. But it wasn't nothing he did. It was something they did. And they didn't want to change. Because they did not want to not be wealthy. They wanted this wealth. And they knew R. Kelly and Aaliyah, a relationship was strong. And he wasn't going to betray her. Because there's some officials that's been put in toil and labor to try to stop her from putting in toil and labor. They didn't want to cooperate with her as a child or when she got older. They didn't want her to put in toil and labor. So they tried to stop her from putting in toil and labor so they can keep this wealth, her wealth. This family had no expectations that they would receive a message of concern that they would not be privileged off of her. They weren't in bad health because they went in this courthouse and they paid some unexpected income to try to put an ending to her. I don't believe her and R. Kelly got married. I literally feel like that's just what they're saying. She was never married to R. Kelly. She was married to somebody. And I'm not saying she was, but they placed her in a marriage. They arranged the marriage, went in front of the judge, paid some unexpected income. She was married to this mature man that was going to help her family have a new beginning, but she had a transformation. And her and this mature man reconnected. And they was trying to put an end to her getting any more money because she wasn't in bad health about this message she received about what they did in the courthouse. Yeah. Listen, her and R. Kelly did not go to court and get married. They never went to the courthouse. R. Kelly is her mentor. R. Kelly was her mentor. She could be saying that she and R. Kelly was not lovers. He was just her mentor. And he did not have no expectations about, listen, who is this wealthy man? Privilege in reverse. This judge, tell me about this lover in reverse, please. Who is this lover in reverse? Somebody that would have helped Aaliyah balance things out. But somebody was trying to take more. I feel like whoever this lover she walked away from would have helped her balance the scales out. This person would have helped her take control and be bold. But it's a wealthy man that had no expectations that what he did up in this courthouse would be exposed. Come into harmony and balance. Use your power for peace. Because he didn't use his power for peace. He fell into temptation to help this married couple place their child in a marriage. And they didn't want to change it. Now they ain't wealthy and they ain't privileged for trying to steal what belongs to Aaliyah. It was something that her and the lover that she walked away from could compare. And if her and Art Kelly was in a relationship, that's who she wanted to be with. And that's who her family didn't want her to be with. Somebody started cooperating because these family secrets started being exposed. That they was working with some officials. So did these officials start cooperating to expose this family secret? Because somebody did not think that this married couple or that, yeah, they were false until they couldn't put in toil and labor no more to see their way out of poverty. The officials start exposing this to Aaliyah, what her parents was doing. Where my cards? These officials started co-promising with Aaliyah to expose her family secrets about what happened or something about when she was a child all the way up to now. And they been putting in toil and labor, but they exposing the family secret now. They co-promising with Aaliyah and helping Aaliyah choose a new direction. They knew it was a perfect time for her to do this because they already knew her family. All they wanted was her great fortune. Maybe this is not, but she like her mama. But you could look like your mama. I mean, if you be around somebody long enough, you just start looking like them. Look at people in relationships, be looking like brothers and sisters, been together so damn long. Okay? Yeah. These officials start cooperating with Aaliyah because they knew about their family journey. And they started telling Aaliyah about what her family was doing, what they were plotting and planning on doing, what they've been doing ever since she was a child. She found this out. I wonder how that one got 6. All of them got 6 except for this one. We got community. It got exposed. These officials start telling Aaliyah about this family secret. They start cooperating with her over her family, her parents. And when they did this, it changed their pathway. It changed their pathway. They stopped being privileged. They stopped being a wealthy person. Somebody didn't change a marriage or whatnot because, okay, somebody here was loving, a lover to this wealthy man. And there's somebody in that marriage, and it probably was her mom that didn't want it to change. She didn't care because the scales was not balanced in Aaliyah's life. She had no expectations that she wouldn't be a wealthy person. She never knew that these officials was going to expose what she did to Aaliyah in this courthouse. Aaliyah found out about her family pathway, and they had no expectations that a wealthy man that was not her lover will expose this about her family. Look, we got Journey at the bottom of the deck. But this family received a message of concern that they had no expectations they will receive. They weren't privileged. That house belongs to her. That house is hers. They thought they was going to be using her as an occupation to see their way out of poverty. Now they concerned about their journey because they in bad health when they weren't in bad health when they went in front of this judge. Yeah, now they in their house all in their mind in bad health because the lovers. Like I said, this mom was lovers with this judge. And this judge was trying to help her have more of what belonged to Aaliyah. Okay, he placed her at, because he was high honor, he placed his lover in high honor and gave her this sudden wealth. And he was in bad health. He was all in his mind in his house because he did this for his lover. And he told Aaliyah that her mom journey was. I feel like he told her he concerned about something. And it's her occupation or her mom occupation. He been in bad health about what he done for her mom. And he wanted to balance out the scales. He wanted to know, should he give this pinnacle he's holding right here on Aaliyah's side to balance out the scales? And I feel like that's what he did. He balanced the scales out. He shined light that this family was trying to keep her in the dark. She didn't think that this married couple was false. Till these officials stop allowing them to place her in a false marriage. So listen, it's like basically this person went to her and told her like, hey, this is a family secret. Maybe her husband don't even know that him and her had a thing going on. You know what I'm saying? But he went to her daughter because he did something that was heavy on his heart. He betrayed Aaliyah, and he came to Aaliyah, and he told Aaliyah, "I'm gonna tell you what's been going on." I feel like this the man that put Aaliyah in the marriage. They thought Aaliyah's mom was her. I'm feeling like Aaliyah went to this person. She went to these officials to get more information. However, they relationship ended. However it ended, this man said he was gonna balance out the scales, and they had no expectation that this was gonna be the person that exposed their secrets. She didn't want to change her marriage. She walked away from the wealthy man, and he wasn't gonna allow her to be privileged on this pathway in this marriage. Mm. So he stopped putting in toil and labor and started putting in toil and labor with the child. And this official exposed their family secrets. He cooperated with the child and told this child what he told him. He ain't putting in toil and labor with her to go up against her child. She not the false person that's in the marriage. She it's like he probably went to her and told her that he didn't know it was her and all of this, but if he was her lover, and it sounds like it's an emotional problem that this person having that made him come to Aaliyah and and speak on this situation. Yeah, about her mama. They had a personal issue. She ain't wanna leave her marriage. So she walked away from her lover, and the lover made her not have wealth. He got feelings too. What the fuck she thought? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it was wrong. The guardian angels saw everything. And the guardian angels, after this person communicated with Aaliyah about, after the officials communicated with Aaliyah about what was going on behind her back, she built her spiritual foundation, and she started getting messages from the angels, and the angels started letting her know, hey, listen to your intuition. Yes, you need to have a transformation. Yes, you need to build a spiritual foundation. These people is trying to keep you fearful because of a community house that is your great fortune. She received a message of concern that somebody not gonna be privileged off her, and they never expected that they wouldn't be a wealthy person off their child. It was a family secret. They were put into labor ever since this child was a child to keep this secret that she is a high priestess. They concerned because Aaliyah ain't false. And she stopped putting in toil and labor. Why the story always go like this? It's like it's repeating itself. It's repeating itself because you know what? It's been going on for generations. And they haven't ended yet. These parents be going to get in relationships or sleeping with, tricking off, tipping off with these judges and stuff, and then get them all in their feelings so they can do some corruption for them. This family is in bad health because what they did in this courthouse is exposed, and they had no expectations that it would be the wealthy man that would balance these scales out because he ain't her lover no more. She all in her head about her pathway. Who? Her mama. Her mama all in her head about her pathway. This is why she can't speak out. Because what she did up in this adjudication situation, this woman is in despair. Because some about a courtship. She in a courtship with the judge. Thank you. She in a courtship with the judge, and she in despair because the judge exposed her ass. Okay? She in despair because she thought that she was gonna be gifted Aaliyah sudden wealth to make her high honor. Okay? She went on this journey. Who? Her mom, acting like she was Aaliyah, to change her occupation. She wanted to change Aaliyah's occupation. So she was going to pretend like she was Aaliyah because Aaliyah wanted to change her occupation and be in another courtship. She wanted to change her occupation in her courtship. That's what she wanted. The main female wanted to change her occupation in her courtship. I've been saying Aaliyah wanted to go do something else, but her mama went on a journey to obtain her sudden wealth so she could be high honor, so she can get this gift. That's what she thought. Now she in despair because she ain't getting this gift. She thought because she was in a courtship with an official. Even though she was married, she was in a courtship with an official and a main male. She a little thought pocket. She all in her head about that. Okay, because in the distant horizon, she thought that she was going to have an occupation using her child. She wanted this main male to put her main female in despair. This is a message of concern. That's what her family wanted. And now they concerned because this mature man sent a message to these thieves who put an ending, or that he was putting an ending to it. I ain't gonna hate. I gotta get me something where I could put over here so I could just do that real quick. Let me push this up here. Aaliyah received this message of concern that her family was trying to have her in despair using her main male, and this mature man received a message of concern, and he got concerned, and he sent these thieves a message that he's ending what they have done in this adjudication situation. He don't want to be her lover no more. He balancing the scales out. At the end of the day, some about some unexpected income, somebody wasn't in bad health about. This mom wasn't in bad health about trying to pay some unexpected income to obtain her child stuff, or she wasn't she wasn't in bad health because she never thought it would end because she was in a courtship with the judge. She was in a courtship with the judge, but the judge must gave her an ultimatum. Whoever this wealthy man is, okay? I'm saying judge because adjudication is out here. They went in the courthouse. They went in adjudication to do something. To make this, to change a marriage. And it will not be no change. She will not be a wealthy person. Whatever the fuck she was trying to get from Aaliyah, being a false person, I just saw that. Because she was in a courtship with a false person. And she thought in the distant horizon, six. We got six there. Okay, let me put this here. I'm trying to keep it where I could see because I don't know how some of them had more cards than the other one. She ain't want to change her pathway. Her mom. Because if her pathway changed, then she wouldn't be privileged. Like she ain't privileged today either. She in her head, she going to jail for what? She in her head because a wealthy man walked away from being in a courtship with her. Yeah. This wealthy man could have told her to walk away from a courtship. I thought she was married. Okay, in the distant horizon. She was expecting this person to keep the family secrets hidden from her child, but he stopped putting in toil and labor. Look, we got 38 on toil and labor. That's 11. You remember at the beginning of the video? And then we got 22. Aaliyah was 22 when she passed away. It breaks down to a 4. Then 3. 21 breaking down to a 3. 4, 3, 9. I need to see what you call it is. But this mama expected for these official people to keep this family secret in a distant horizon, but the child had found out and put an ending to it. It concerned these people because she not false. They was concerned because she was false. When they received that message of concern, the adjudication people received the message of concern, and they saw these people come in front of them, one in bad health. That's what I'm saying. When is a motherfucker gonna learn? You can't keep saying that, oh, uh, like, because they're not saying their side. And it's like, basically, like, to me, what I'm getting is like the mama went in the courthouse acting like the child was false or she wasn't being false. She just needed this to be done because whatever, she didn't want to be in poverty or whatnot. I don't listen. She getting on my nerves because she went in this adjudication. She was the false person. And when Aaliyah got money, she was able to stop this marriage because she wasn't the person in the marriage. She was concerned when she received this message of concern about her family. She had no expectations that her family didn't want to see her privilege. So since she looked like her mom was trying to steal her great fortune by being false in this courtroom, going in there, getting her married, put her in the marriage so she can obtain her fortune. So now we all got 6. Yeah, we all got 6. Yeah. Okay. So whoever this wealthy man is was not going to allow this person to was not going to allow Leah's mom to steal her wealth because she wasn't false. She didn't get her wealth falsely. And if he allowed her mom to steal her wealth, he would have helped her obtain her way out of poverty in a falsely manner. He stopped putting in toil and labor because he got concerned, because he received a message of concern about a marriage that that somebody didn't want to change. Because I keep saying somebody, but it's her mama. Her mama didn't want it to change because her mama didn't want her to be privileged. All for her great fortune. This is sad, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Can we get some of our messages, please? Somebody didn't treat her right, and that's what her mama wanted her to be. And at the end of the day, somebody took her this wealthy man took her occupation away, and she wasn't expecting it. She thought that that was her lover. This could be up in this courthouse community. Yeah, she thought this was her lover, baby. Now she in bad health because the whole community know what she have done. And that's why the uncle don't want to speak on what she have done, because she have done a lot. Not only was she the lover to the judge, she was tipping off with a Aaliyah person. That's what she thought. She wasn't in despair when she placed Aaliyah in this marriage that she didn't want to change. She wasn't in despair. But now she in despair. Because the whole community know. Even the official that helped her know. Whatever she told him about her child was a lie. The child know that she got her to walk away from her lover because of a marriage she didn't want to change. Somebody didn't think that their family secret would be exposed. Now they can't stop thinking. They can't stop thinking about it because they received a message of concern that they ain't getting this gift. But the person that's not false is going to get their gift. Yep, this woman, her mom don't feel high honor no more because everybody knows she ain't the privileged person. So was Aaliyah mom in the music industry? Like, was she some type of star or something? She paid some unexpected income to change some sudden wealth that got exposed. Okay? And this man stopped her journey and she in bad health because she ain't got no occupation. She ain't got no occupation since this person walked away from her and exposed it. She been asking this person for forgiveness. This person asked Aaliyah for forgiveness. This judge asked Aaliyah for forgiveness when he exposed what her family did, what he allowed her family to do. This immature woman. I told you she wasn't in despair. She did not think, she didn't look at Aaliyah as her main female. This was a family secret. She didn't look at Aaliyah like her main female. Aaliyah walked away from being her main female when she got this information. They never thought that their child would stop putting into a labor because they've been doing this for so long. They've been using Aaliyah ever since she was a child, keeping it a family secret that they was putting in some type of toilet labor to turn Aaliyah dark because they already knew what the music industry required. And Aaliyah said she ain't changing her gifts. She love her gifts. She don't want to be dark because they dark. What they thought. What they thought. It put them in despair because she ain't want to take the dark road. She chose to build her a spiritual foundation. And the family got concerned, got mad. How you gonna get concerned because your child is chosen to be a light being and you wanted her to be dark? That's a lot of stuff I need to research about this because I see Aaliyah want my attention. You know what I'm saying? Because she know I'm going to tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people involved. It's a lot of people involved. And they know this. It's a whole community of people that know this. And that could be her whole family that know this. Nobody ain't speaking up about some courtship. Somebody ain't speaking up about a courtship. Somebody had a courtship with the judge, her mama. Somebody ain't think that the judge would speak up. But she looked at the judge as the judge looked at her as his lover, not a courtship. So I don't know what this courtship is coming in at. Look, we got courtship in reverse. They had no expectations that the courtship would end. Somebody was in a courtship. Somebody walked away and this person still placed this person in high honor. I wonder if this will be a real daddy, this judge. Because what would make him come to her and tell her family secrets? Whatever this courtship is that ended or whatnot, somebody had no expectations. And I feel like it's just the lovers. They was in a secret courtship, a secret partnership. They never thought that it would end. They had no expectations that they wouldn't be privileged or high honor off of somebody else great fortune. At the end of the day, they had no thoughts. They weren't in bad health about it. They said they paid some unexpected income to obtain this sudden wealth, and they thought that the judge was going to send them a message that they got what they wanted. They ain't think no other way, but they was going to get what they wanted. Whoever this mature man is put an ending to some unexpected income pertaining to some sudden wealth up in this adjudication. They paid for Aaliyah great fortune to take this pathway to steal it. So her mom paid for them to steal her house, steal her great fortune. This could be a family house, a community house. They stole her sudden wealth in the courthouse and they paid this mature man to put an ending to the adjudication situation. They weren't in bad health, but it ain't going the way they expected. They thought they was gonna be able to steal it, but their journey has been stopped. This immature woman, baby, at the end of the day, she wasn't in despair. She wasn't nothing. This official wasn't in despair, but now he in despair. Cause somebody did not think that this immature woman was sleeping with her main male, her daughter main male, and she got her to walk away from her main male because she was his main female. Even though she was a lover, she looked at herself as his main female, and she wanted her great fortune, and it was a house that she stole. What? She in her mind now about being immature since she ain't privileged. Because this man ain't thinking about her. He ain't thinking about her. He wasn't thinking about her back when, before the family secret got exposed. He didn't look at her as his main female. He helped her obtain some fortune. So it's just the same story, y'all. Aaliyah actually went through this too. Her mom went to her main male to help him to help her obtain some um sudden wealth that was left to Aaliyah ever since she was a child. Mm-mm-mm. They never thought in the distant horizon things would change. These older women is delusional as the fuck. When they put they self in competition with their child, they just get so freaking delusional. They never thought that their child would know why her mom didn't want her to be with her main male. What, she didn't want the conversation to slip up and he secretly exposed her ass courtship. Listen, got her to walk away from her courtship so she could be in a courtship with her main male. Because she was all in her head about this sudden wealth. She went to this main male and asked him to put her child in her head to keep this family secret, is what she did. And she was lovers with her child, main male. Yes, her own mama was oh my God. And her child thief at the bottom of the deck. She wanted this main male to keep her daughter in her head so she can steal without her discovering it. See, what I always say, they want to keep you in your head so you don't listen to your intuition. When you in your head, you blocking your intuition. When you're not thinking about nothing, you just connected to your intuition. When you ain't got nothing distracting you or whatnot, you really be connected. They ain't want her to be connected. They weren't concerned. They was not concerned because they felt like they knew officials that was keeping their family secret. They weren't concerned that the child would find out about the family secrets through this official person who they weren't even concerned about telling that their mom was being immature. But since he told it through a message that her mom was false, she this shit wow, Leah. I know these people don't care. All they want to do is all they was expecting is for a gift not to change. They didn't care. They wasn't concerned about this official person or this main male. They was concerned about her not noticing about the gift, her not getting the gift, them not changing the gift. In the distant horizon, she was expecting the gift. Now she in despair because she ain't getting this gift. Her journey being stopped. She lost her occupation. Some about adjudication and a message. This mature man sent her a message that her time in this adjudication situation has ended. Whatever he done for her in this adjudication situation has ended. Yep, and she not high honor. And she found out she wasn't high honor in this courtship she thought she stole from Aaliyah too. This why she can't speak, boy, I'm telling you. She thinks she taking this to the grave, baby. No, she ain't taking this one to the grave. She know exactly what Aaliyah telling me because she was a part of it. She wanted Aaliyah to walk away from her main male so she could be in the courtship. And she could be placed in high honor. She ain't want Aaliyah, man. It's just like all of our story. She ain't want Aaliyah to be placed in high honor. She wanted Aaliyah. She was jealous of Aaliyah, okay? She jealous of Aaliyah. She ain't want Aaliyah to be happy. She wasn't happy for Aaliyah. She was false and Aaliyah wasn't false. And she never thought that she would be exposed for being false. Now she can't get out of her head because this unexpected income she paid to obtain Aaliyah assets ended. It ended. This mature woman wanted Aaliyah great fortune and her lover to be in the house that she stole from Aaliyah. And her ass is in poverty. Because the main female took her ass to the courthouse and put an ending to this. Yes, she went on a journey with Aaliyah main male. She went on a journey with Aaliyah main male. Main male wasn't thinking about keeping this family secret. He knew what this mom did to Aaliyah ever since she was a child. He knew about the toil and labor she was putting in. This is a message. He knew about her stealing from Aaliyah. Yep, he knew about her journey. He was on the journey with her. Now what her family has done in this courthouse, they in bad health because their journey stopped. They ain't got no occupation to live off Aaliyah. They been trying to live off Aaliyah secretly. And this house is a house that somebody, her mom left to Aaliyah. Aaliyah. Immature woman. She immature as the fuck. And it's an immature official person. This could be Aaliyah mom. Officials wouldn't concern. They didn't think that. See, because when she came to them, she was mid-age too. She just felt like she had some type of authority over Aaliyah shit. I was just gonna call her Alicia. She had like she had some authority over Aaliyah stuff. Cause that's how she set it up. The person she know, how could the one I gave my heart to break my heart so bad? How could the one who made me happy made me feel so sad? Won't somebody tell me so I can understand? If you love me, how can you hurt me so bad? That was a song for this main male that was sleeping. She found out that her mom was sleeping with her main male. And she wanted to leave it open and she walked away. He could have wanted to leave it open because he was getting a gift, but he really had the real gift, which was Aaliyah. He thought that whatever her mom stole from her, Aaliyah walked away from this person and he still wanted Aaliyah to be his main female. She couldn't stop thinking about him having a courtship with her mom and placing her mom in her honor, and how he didn't place her in her honor when she was in a courtship with him. How could the one who said I love you want somebody tell me so I can understand? If you love, how could you hurt me like that? Yeah, she was hurt when she found out about him helping her mom. Wasn't even concerned. Aaliyah couldn't stop thinking about how he was keeping a family secret that they wanted to see her in poverty. They didn't want her to be a wealthy person. They didn't want her to be a wealthy person. But Aaliyah said they won't be a wealthy person off of her. She don't care what they thought they could do up in this courthouse. They would not be wealthy off of her. These lovers would not be wealthy off of her. Now she stopped being lovers with somebody in the community because they found out this person wasn't a wealthy person. This immature woman wasn't a wealthy person. This main male found out, or she found out this main male wasn't a wealthy person. The grass wasn't greener under them. And they thought the courthouse was going to gift them in a distant horizon. They ain't wanted to change. They wanted to be in this house, in this courtship. They wanted to be in Aaliyah house, in the courtship. She wanted to be placed in Aaliyah house with her man because whatever she did in her life did not bring her no great fortune. The great fortune was made off Aaliyah. So Aaliyah could have been young, bringing in money. And because Aaliyah was young, bringing in money, she was trying to hide this. And this main male wasn't thinking about it. All he knew is that the grass wasn't green under him, so he wasn't concerned. He never thought that Aaliyah would walk away from him and get on her journey. And it put him all in his mind about him being false, him not thinking about what he did up in this courthouse because he wasn't in bad health about what he done up in this courthouse. He, I don't know if he thought, I know he couldn't thought, he got to know the difference between her and her mom. Dang, I ain't mean to do that. Journey back at the bottom of the deck. He received a message and he went on this journey to help her mom still, because she was in poverty and she wasn't concerned. She was in poverty. They both went up in this adjudication situation to obtain some great fortune they ain't gonna obtain, but they didn't want to close it out. These courthouse lovers wanted this gift. And this is a child house. They placed Aaliyah in the marriage because they was expecting her not to be privileged and for them to be high honor and live in their child house. This main male thought he was gonna get some sudden wealth working with this false person. Now he all in his head because of some sudden wealth he ain't getting. He received some unexpected income to put an ending to this mature man. Message from the courthouse. They wasn't in bad health about it because she paid him some unexpected income, so that's why he wasn't in bad health. He never thought about not receiving this sudden wealth. He never thought he wouldn't receive this sudden wealth. Now he in his mind. I feel like he really wanted to marry Aaliyah. And he would have had sudden wealth if something happened to her. So he going through a situation like his guilty conscience. He played the role that he played in this situation. He knew that the person that he was in the house with, in a courtship with, her mom, did not hold her child in high honor, didn't want him to hold her child in high honor. She wanted him to be false with her to obtain this sudden wealth. This man been thinking about it. He ain't getting this sudden wealth for being false. Being false ain't got him no sudden wealth. But if he would have been real, see, that's what he wasn't thinking about. If he would have been real and told Aaliyah about what was going on and how her mom felt about her, he would have lived and enjoyed her sudden wealth with her because she loved him. Okay? At the end of the day, unexpected income to go on this journey. Yeah, they sent this message to put an ending. So who sent the message? This mature man sent the message. The adjudication people sent the message. The judge sent the message. Okay? They lost their occupation, the skill. They received a message about their journey and some unexpected income that got them in despair. What? They went on this pathway, and like I said, the grass ain't green under them. This mature woman, this immature woman, this immature older woman is in despair because she's still in poverty. And she got this man to betray Aaliyah. She betrayed Aaliyah up in this courthouse. That's the pathway they went on. Hell, the officials that helped this person is in poverty. They ain't concerned about this immature woman. That's why they walked away from being their lover. What this is, stand in your power. Yeah, he stood in his power. He misused his power, trying to help her see her way up out of poverty. Whatever communication this mom had with this person, it was very dark. It was about stealing a child house, stealing a child courtship. This main male and this mature man is in their head. Somebody was paid some unexpected income to put an ending to this message they received from the adjudication. Main female paid some unexpected income. So Aaliyah went on a journey. She received a message. She paid some unexpected income. She went on a journey, okay, to get her sudden wealth. She paid that money. They never thought that she would. And when she did it, she wasn't in bad health. This main male was in his head because she looked at him as false. This main male, like I said, with this mature man here, put an ending to this mature man for some sudden wealth. This mature man don't think that this main male is false, but he false, they false, somebody false around this bitch. Okay? Where's that other pathway card? Listen, she took this pathway because she wasn't privileged. She ain't want to change her pathway, so she teamed up with Aaliyah main male to go on a pathway to help. He's so stupid. That's why I said he fucked himself. Because he teamed up with her mom, and at the end of the day, the grass wasn't greener under him or her mom. And they took this pathway and adjudication situation, thinking in the distant horizon that they were going to be in a courtship when they didn't hold Aaliyah in her honor in her house. They stole. They was in a courtship in Aaliyah's house. Her own family was in a courtship with her person in her house. She received a message of concern. They was expecting for her not to be privileged and for her to be held in high honor. She walked away from a courtship and stopped holding that courtship in high honor. But this is what her mom got this main male to do to her child because she stole her child and they were courting her mom, Aaliyah's mom, in this house they stole from her. Listen to it. Lord Jesus. Well.